Ladies and gentlemen, Palantir has made one of the biggest announcements that we've seen from the company so far, and that is that they have announced a $1 billion buyback program of its common stock. We're going to be talking about what this means, especially since Palantir just released its earnings yesterday that met its expectations, especially as a company that has a very reliable and a reputable client base. This $1 billion buyback program could be bullish for the stock. Now, of course, if you're new to the channel, hit the like button and subscribe for daily videos. And of course, I'm not a financial advisor, so take everything I say with a grain of salt. And of course, do your own research before making an investment decision. But if we talk about Palantir and pop it up on the screen, after we did have, of course, those earnings that were reported that they basically did meet their expectations of about 5 cents per share and revenue metrics of about 550 million here. We'll double check in just a second. But Palantir closes at $17.04, down about 5%, as maybe investors were predicting them to beat their expectations, do a little better. But one thing that we do have is Palantir did announce a $1 billion buyback program. We're going to be talking about what this means, a little quote from the CEO, and what this can mean for the future of the stock. Now, right now, market cap sits at about 136 billion, with the volume that we have recently of about 142 million at the last close. So 36 billion, this stock is starting to get to that mid-tier stock, and especially for AI stocks, it's interesting depending on how the AI craze will continue to develop. Now, if we look at this, Palantir, this is the official announcement from the media, announcing this $1 billion stock buyback program and to purchase $1 billion worth of its common stock. Now, it basically came out with this move after on Tuesday and announced that it was going to agree to purchase this amount and expects these buybacks to be made through open market purchases and other transactions. Now, one thing in specific details about Palantir is that they noted that there is no end set date for the stock repurchase program, saying, hey, they're not going to purchase all the stock on this day. They can do it in various different ways. And they also have the right to suspend or terminate the buyback at its discretion. And there's also no minimum amount of PLT stock that must be bought back. Now, with the earnings update, like we said, they did report that 5 cents per share for earnings per share. And that was for the second quarter earnings, and with the revenue of 533 million. Now, Wall Street was still expecting this, but we did see Palantir did fall a lot, about 7%, and they closed at about 5% in the latest earnings report and at the market close. So talking about this, Palantir does, I think, have a bullish future, especially with a lot of its clients and utilizing government contracts that utilize their applications. And specifically here, the CEO says that they do believe in themselves, which is why they've even authorized a buyback program in itself to align with this belief and in themselves and their belief that the profitability aligns with the desire to be in the S&P 500, saying that they're going to invest in ourselves and not on a small scale. Great to see the CEO very bullish about the company and coming out publicly saying that they're going to put this large investment into themselves and talking about this buyback. Now, it's important to know that Palantir has gone public. They haven't been public for more than 3 years, and this is another step towards maturity. I'd agree with Market Watch right here, saying that this announcement of the $1 billion buyback program to invest in themselves, as they are one of the first relatively new companies to institute a buyback. So really interesting to see here and what this could do for the future of Palantir, especially for tech stocks that do tend to have a higher valuation. And a lot of these tech stocks right now are experiencing lots of premiums just because of the AI craze that is happening within the market. We've seen this especially with C3.ai that we have been covering. So talking about that, I think it'll be interesting to see Palantir, and I think here down about 5% of the day, that's not going to make any changes, I think, to my beliefs. They met their expectations, which is great, better than losing their expectation. And the fact that they have the ability and the capital to invest this $1 billion buyback, I think is bullish for the future of Palantir. So it'll It'll be interesting to see what the analysts do predict, especially for the upcoming next quarter. We'll be taking a look, of course, at those predictions, looking into the company and seeing any type of other changes that they're going to make. We'll also be keeping you guys up to date, of course, on when Palantir is buying these stocks. If we can see them publicly, I know they have no set date, but if we can see large amounts of stocks being purchased or if they make any other future announcements. But basically, that's about it on Data Dispatch. Thanks for checking in, and of course, subscribe, like, and I will catch you guys later. Peace out and take care.